dang it, it's the second day of the year, and that screams opportunity to me. 2, 1, vlog like a boss, vlog like a boss, you. Vlog like a boss, vlog like a boss, you. Vlog like a boss, vlog like a boss, you. You can vlog like me too, cause it's easy. Good morning, good life, and Happy New Year. Yes, we are ready for it. We are ready for the new year. Back to work today, and actually really happy about it. Whenever I have a fresh start, it's like, let's go. I'm ready. I didn't wake up as early as I would have liked this morning, but it was still a super productive morning. I stuck with everything I wanted to do, and it was great. A couple nights ago, New Year's Eve, Vincenzo and I hosted our second annual Bubbly New Year. And although it was very difficult to come up with the energy and excitement to plan a party, I kind of just immersed myself in it because I thought that would be a good idea for me to finally get excited about something other than work, something that my friends and I and my family could come together and do something cool together, which it is cool. New Year's Eve is so cool. The New Year is so cool. Things that suck are not cool, but trying to forget them for at least a little while to start on the right foot is just so invaluable to me. And so I just wanted to share a little bit of that with you. It's New Year's Eve day. It's New Year's Eve day. It's dark in here. Lucy prancing, and things are coming along. So we have the bubbly bars starting to come together. I finally got back with these balloons. Pretty sure with this many balloons in the car is not legal. And the backdrop, let's turn a light on here. The backdrop, the step and repeat has arrived. So excited about this. I cannot wait for everybody to see it. Taking photo booth to the next level. Next up, I gotta get my hair and makeup done. Everyone's about to arrive. Everything is ready. We are ready early. We are ready 2.5 hours early. Now I just have to put my dress on. Okay, let's go.
Let's say I let you call me baby. Let's say I let you hold my hand. Let's say I let you stay. For coffee in the morning, 'cause you spent the night right next to me. 5, 4, 3, 2,
1. It was seriously so much fun. Even my little brother had fun, which is great because we're old people compared to him. So it was great that he could just hang out here with me and my friends and some of the fam and just ring in the new year. Just really needed that, Okay, so before I get into the thing I wanted to chat with you about today, which has a lot to do with keeping your habits in 2019 and some ideas and thoughts that I have around this, I want to give my Twitter shout out. This is to somebody who retweeted my last video when it came out, and I told you I wanted to start shouting out more of my friends on social media. And so this Twitter shout out goes to @DDNightmare. Deirdre, thank you so much for retweeting the video. If you would like the next Twitter shout out, make sure that you follow me on Twitter and retweet my video when it comes out. You can find me @Schmittastic pretty much everywhere, including Instagram and Snapchat. I totally cheated on Instagram New Year's Eve with Snapchat. That's a thing. I'm sorry, the filters on Snapchat are amazing. I can't not look at them or look at myself in them, really. Okay, so funny thing, there's like a whole string of events that happened here. First, I'm listening to a book right now. It is Gretchen Rubin's Better Than Before. I love that she's talking about something in one of the chapters about rewards for habits. This has been something that really bothers me. I've been giving myself a hard time about rewards because I can't think of things that bring me utter joy that aren't like shopping, which you could categorize as a negative reward. Like, you shouldn't go blow a bunch of money as a reward. Just depends on the situation. Or, you know, I'm gonna eat a piece of cake when I lose 10 pounds. Like, that doesn't really make sense, right? This idea around rewards just doesn't make sense to me. And so she talks about how to actually find rewards that reinforce the habit. I'll get into that in a second. But the reason that this kind of struck a chord in the last couple of days is because I finally checked my mail. And I don't think I'm gonna have time to go through mail today because I really want to stay focused on what I want to talk about. But I have quite a bit of mail that I have not said anything about, and I feel really bummed about that, so I'm gonna have to do that in the near future. One of those things was a gift that one of our friends here at Amy TV sent me a while ago, and I just opened it. It's from Autumn Roadrock. And let me read a little bit of her letter just to kind of explain. She said, "I'm so sorry to hear about the passing of your brother. This past week, the 5 Minute Journal launched a limited edition pink journal. Amy Landino Pink. You introduced me to the 5 Minute Journal years ago on YouTube. It's helped me rewire my brain. I saw this journal and I had to get it for you. Your brother's legacy will live on through your actions and the lives you touch." And she wrote a really beautiful quote at the top. Autumn, this was so sweet. I feel like this was a huge sign. First of all, had no idea there was a pink 5 Minute Journal. Thank you for that notification. And the other thing is, I have the 5 Minute Journal app on my phone, and I was trying to get better at writing in it by always having it with me by using the app. But let's be honest, if you don't love a digital journal, you don't love a digital journal. And I need to just be Amy in the fact that I need to stop telling myself I like digital journals. I don't. I think they're not very romantic. They're just sort of like a convenience thing. And I think it just depends on who you are. So I was never using that digital 5 Minute Journal. I can't bring myself to delete it off my phone because I don't like deleting things either, and there's journal entries in this digital app now, and I'm like, what do I do? So I feel like I was like, do I want to keep up the 5 Minute Journal thing, or do I just want to keep doing morning pages and that's it, and keep it really simple? I've got a gratitude journal that sits by my bed every night. What am I gonna do? And when this came in the mail, I was like, well, Autumn helped me decide. So I love it. Now, the hang up that I had is not Autumn's fault whatsoever. I was very excited to start this journal January 1, fresh, and it's Amy Landino Pink, so I'm thrilled with it. But what's interesting is at the beginning of the journal, it goes back to what I was saying. The beginning of the journal, it kind of has you fill in your information and some starter information about what, you know, you're really setting out to do. Oh, where's the page? I, Amy Landino, commit to writing the 5 Minute Journal for at least 5 days in a row starting January 1st, 2019. And then there's some other things to fill in here. One of the things is, if I finish 5 days of writing this journal, I will reward myself with, and I sat there and I was like, I have no idea. What am I gonna reward myself? I'm just journaling for 5 days. What is that worth? A piece of candy? Well, no, I don't need the calories. Okay, and I wrote a new handbag. That's terrible. I don't deserve a new handbag for writing 5 days. And so I was so happy to listen to this part of Better Than Before. Again, Gretchen Rubin book. You've got to read it. It's fantastic. Great way to start your year. And she talks about the fact that rewards don't work for habit building. And that, quick synopsis, if the habit actually means something to you, that you will seek reward in the fact that you continue the habit, right? So I don't want to write in the 5 Minute Journal because I think there's going to be a prize at the end. I want to write in this journal so that I can seek clarity that the journal is helping me to find, which is more fulfillment, more gratefulness, more presence, more mindfulness. And so, oh my gosh, it was just really probably the biggest game changer chapter of that book for me, because now I'm going to do it right now. I'm gonna, where's the pen I used? Because I'm kind of like a OCD about that. We got to use the same pen. Oh no, I guess it could be a different color. That would be fun. Yeah, different color signifies the fact that I had an epiphany. I am going to cross out, I will reward myself with a new handbag. I'm crossing that out. And I'm going to write, I don't need a reward. I just want to. But yeah, I thought that was a really interesting conversation. Now here's the cool thing. I do love how she's talking about rewards in this book. Again, I'm just gonna like simplify this as much as possible, but you should totally listen to her talk about it because she does a really good job of explaining, because I think she understands that what she's talking about is very sticky and maybe a little bit hard to understand. But she talks about the rewards that do work being the rewards that are built into the habit. So one thing that's been on my mind is I heard somewhere that you should run a marathon put on by Disney. I just thought, that sounds amazing. Like Disney princesses and like floats and like a huge crowd. Like, yeah, running a half marathon or something like that environment would be so cool. That'd be amazing. I have run 2 half marathons before. The first one was because I was really trying to find myself. I was like, I need something to work toward right now. And I got my training schedule and I followed that training schedule and I finished the marathon, and it was half marathon, and it was fantastic. I was in the best shape of my life. I had never run so much ever. I've never been a runner. Suddenly it was possible for me to be a runner, but I stopped running. I didn't keep it up. So the reward came, which was crossing the finish line and getting this amazing medal, and then I didn't keep running. The second time I did the half marathon, it was because I wanted all of the same things that happened before to happen. I wanted purpose. I wanted to look good in a bathing suit again. I wanted that end of the line reward, but I didn't train as hard. It was a lot harder for me to get moving, and for some reason the thing that worked prior in my life didn't work again. But when I said to Vin, I was like, Vin, there's this Disney half marathon, it's in April, it's Star Wars themed, so there's a compromise here, because I feel like Disney princesses wouldn't be that motivating to him. What if we did it? And he was like, cool, let's talk about it, let's plan on it, like let's see what we can do. And then I started to worry, because I was like, oh, what if we train for half marathon and then we stop running after that? Like, I don't want to get the reward. So now I'm thinking about things totally differently in terms of rewards. If we do this, what are we going to do to help ourselves? Okay, well, at that point, how do I reward myself in the way of running so that I will stick with it, so I still get a reward? So for example, I'm going to run the half marathon. If I complete it, I'm going to get a dope pair of training shoes that are going to help me continue to run. But that's one example, right? It's like a reward built into the entire thing. So I've just been giving that so much thought, and I wanted to talk that out here because I think there may be some people out there who are thinking, oh, if I tell myself that I'm gonna not get coffee at Starbucks every day, and I'm gonna save that money, and I'm gonna keep that money, and then I'm gonna blow that money on something at the end, that's my reward. Well, you're gonna get that thing at the end, let's say it's a handbag, and then all that money's gonna be gone, and then you might start going back to Starbucks again after What could you do instead with saving that money towards something that would keep you from buying Starbucks coffee all the time? I guess it's just like a super fascinating thought process to me. The other thing is, it's not like you can't do something nice for yourself, and that's what she calls a treat. Treats work. You should treat yourself. Now, you should treat yourself healthfully, but you should treat yourself because then it's not conditional. It's you are a living, breathing, healthy human being, and every once in a while you deserve to treat yourself. There doesn't have to be a habit attached to it, because then you are having that entire habit be dependent on a treat or a reward. I think that it's all about choosing the things that you would actually want to continue to do. I want to write every day. I want to work out most of the time every day. I want to meditate because I know I need some peacefulness in my life. Meditation is the only one that I'm coming at a little different approach, because there's like this group of people that are obsessed with meditation and they just get it. And then there's a group of people that are like, oh, I don't get it. Meditation doesn't work. But the people that say it doesn't work aren't sticking with it. So to me, I'm like, okay, I've not stuck with it. I can't sit here and judge it. And I know I feel better every single time I do it. So the approach I'm taking with meditation and not drinking alcohol, actually, Vin and I have decided we're putting aside the Prosecco for a little while, okay? Prosecco for me. He doesn't drink Prosecco. It's sort of like an chain effect, right? Keep the chain. And so when you can cross out the day on the calendar that you did the thing you said you were going to do, meditate, not drink alcohol, don't break the chain. That's the approach I'm taking with that. It's not one that I would feel comfortable doing in most situations. I feel good about the fact that I'll stick with my writing habit even if I don't do it every day, or I will stick with drinking water even though I'm not gonna get as many ounces every day as I should. It's not like an X marks the spot thing in those situations, but with promising myself I'm gonna give meditation a chance, X marks the spot, don't break the chain, like just keep going. And same with alcohol. Like if you had a drink of alcohol and you said you were taking a break from alcohol, you broke the chain. Like it's pretty cut and dry. So I feel like there's a number of different things that you can do to think about that for yourself. That's personally how I'm doing it. And everyone's different, everything's different. And the biggest tip that I have and the biggest way that I'm gonna be committing to my habits in 2019 is by only choosing the things that actually really, really matter to me. Habits are different, people are different. Go with what matters to you. And then when you find out it doesn't, stop. Just stop. It's fine. Okay, so I feel like I'm rambling, but this is something I'm very excited about right now because dang it, it's the second day of the year and that screams opportunity to me. So I don't know about you. Another thing you might want to think about for your habits real quick is something that I learned on the Michelle B channel on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to her, you need to be. She's so much fun to follow. If you like what we talk about here, you will love her channel, period, end of story. Go check her out. I talked about this on the podcast that not doing resolutions, but doing a number of things that I'm going to start, stop, and continue. And if you follow me on Instagram, you saw a little bit of this on my graphics that I share on my Instagram story. And one of the things that I'm really bummed out about, but I'm hoping to continue because I dropped the ball in a lot of ways on this, is Vin and I have been wanting to document more of our lives together. And not always does that make sense to put here on Amy TV. Like sometimes, but not really. It just sort of depends. But the stuff that it's not a fit here. We have a joint YouTube channel. It's called the Schmenzo channel. I have at least 2 videos from last year that I wanted to create for the Schmenzo channel that never happened, just with everything that happened at the end of the year, and I was already behind as it was. So I feel like I want to make sure we have consistent uploads on Schmenzo. They wouldn't be weekly or anything, but they would be consistent, and that's something that matters to me in 2019, is really taking the time for us to document what we want to, stop documenting when we just want it to be us, but to have a few memories to share. With what's happened in the last year, we've never cared more about taking photos and taking videos, and even if it feels like it's an inconvenience, it matters to us because we love having the memories. So anyway, so if this is of interest to you, I need you to do me a favor, and I need you to go subscribe to that YouTube channel. I'm not just asking for this as a plug, but it'll genuinely tell me if you actually want this. And also, I would love to surprise Vin with a couple of subscribers to kind of re-motivate this whole 2019 documentation thing. But I need your help with that. And also, let me know if you would want to see 2018 videos from like late summer, early fall, or if we just have to let those go, because I don't. Anyway, I hope your New Year's was amazing. Excited to kick off 2019 very strong with you. And I'm loving these chats again. Just loving it. Loving it. So thank you for all your positive energy. The last video, I was so excited to see how many of you are working on your morning routines. If you didn't see that, go check it out. And thanks to everyone who popped over to Instagram for the bullet journal giveaway. I announced the winner on stories and I just shipped it out this morning. So congratulations to Melanie for that. And yeah, make sure you subscribe because I am making videos every Sunday and Wednesday because those are our favorite days to do this. So let's do it. That's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. As always, make sure you subscribe for good vibes, kiss the ones you love, and go after the life you want. Cheers. By the way, I'm pretty sure Lucy was snoring in the background the entire time.